Hello and welcome. I am Charlie Hutton and I am here joined by Lucinda Green. We are here today with Horse and Hound and Petplan Equine, and we are doing our top tips, aren't we, Lucinda?
We certainly are, for all three phases.
And here will be our dressage tips. So the judges are first and foremost looking at the horse's way of going. They are looking at the quality of the paces, the walk, the trot, the canter. And at this level, they're really looking for a basically good rhythm. So the horse stays in the same trot, the same canter on different lines, circles, round the corners, on diagonals.
So what do you feel is necessary when you come in to go around the arena? What would you be aiming at?
Oh, that's a good question. It's all about first impressions. You want to go down around the edge of the arena with confidence, and you need to really shine. And remember that that is the first impression, the first time that the judge gets to see you and your horse, and already gives an idea in the judge's point of view as to what mark you might be getting. You know, oh, there's a little bit tentative, bit shy maybe, we're on a 6. Or, oh my goodness, look at this, she's coming in with purpose, this is an 8. Just support more with the reins more towards the neck, in a little bit more. That's it.
How long before an event would you learn that test, and how would you do it?
Well, that's an interesting question because so I'm sure you know that horses don't know whether they're inside the whiteboards or outside the whiteboards, but it's the onus is on the rider making sure that they not only know where they're going but also how they're riding the test, because a lot of riders are quite good at being able to steer their horse from A to B or down the centre line and turning left and turning right, but tend to freeze when you're being judged. As you well know, you know, perhaps those cranky old judges that you see sitting in their cars going, oh my goodness, you need to make sure that you are confident in how you ride your horse within the test and be accurate. So I tend to do visualization, and I do that in real time. So I really think I'm going down the centre line, make sure I look up, I look beyond the judge, halt square, ride positively forward, and so on and so forth through the whole test, so that you combine these two ideas. One is riding the horse and the other is riding accurately.
Would you practice that test the day before, the week before? How long before would you be aware of how it went?
I have a difference in mindset as I've got older. I think I now start to plan further in advance, so maybe 2 months, 3 months in advance I start to think about competing, but I build up to that in smaller bite-sized chunks. So when looking to get these extra marks in your dressage test, you want to consider how you're preparing for that test, not only with what you do on the horse but also what you do off the horse, okay? And a big part of that is using visualization. So what I mean by that is when you go through your tests and you go down the centre line, X halt salute, C track left, don't just go through the movements but also go through how you ride that movement individually for your horse. So for every horse that you compete, you should be doing this visualization technique, so it's done in real time. And what that does is it sows the seed in your subconscious, which means that when you come to need it in a test situation, you're more ready, you're more alert. Therefore, you can react quicker and you can start to anticipate what may or may not go wrong and be able to prevent issues from happening in the test. Therefore, hopefully scoring 70% or a 5, which is the new 20s in a dressage eventing.